it's 3 days on the Yampa. Hit the confluence earlier today, went through Echo Park, and we are 1 day away from getting off the river, sadly.
How long it is?
When we launched, it was 17,500 CFS, and I think it's gone up pretty significantly.
Experience. Literally 4 times larger than anything I've done to date.
As big and rowdy as they advertised it as.
Big Consequence Rapids. Good group, people pulling together, things sneaking up on us.
And running the Yampa for 4 days.
It's a whole lot bigger river than I expected, you know, the last time I did it.
Bristol.
Huge. This is the biggest water I've ever been on. I think we put on maybe somewhere around like 16.5 or so.
Scary, some of the holes, yeah, very
Intimidating for sure at these levels.
We are rafting the Yampa.
Highlight was definitely Maytag, near miss.
Not at all as planned. Yeah, we rode the edge, almost went in, and did a high side out. It was very fun.
We've been floating leisurely down Class 1 rapids that became suddenly pouring above. But it's a spectacular river. With the history, with the rapids, with the scenery, it's amazing.
Chris White, Colorado Springs.
Keegan Waller,
Logan, Utah.
Jason Fox, live in Salt Lake City.
John Craven, Loveland, Colorado.
Lynn Breeze, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Vince Carpenter, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Larry Williams, I'm from Hollister, California.
I am Allie, nursing student.
Good Dable from Midland Apartments.
Big water.
What kind of level?
Obviously, but TP hole is huge. Straight down.
TP hole was probably the biggest hole I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it just looked like a fucking cliff going straight down.
I wouldn't touch running it, and we heard of other people that tried, and it didn't go as well as they would like.
It's been fucking good. Big Joe was a little bit of a surprise.
It was Big Joe, and I was following Larry down through it, and doing okay, and I see this big hole. Jason was right behind me, and he bumped me, or, you know, and I wasn't able to get pulled away from the hole.
And out I went, and then I was in the water.
Flipping for the first time on my own.
So Spence had to pee,
And you're not supposed to leave anybody alone. So he had to be out and stay with him.
right? They said something like there was a raft coming, and I had no idea. And then it just went sideways.
And then I flipped.
Don't ever have your dry shit around your leg.
Got it. Chris came around the corner, missed the first hole, went straight into the second. Right before him in, he had his dry suit. This is a no-no, people. Had his dry suit tied around his waist, and I look at it, it's dragging behind him in the water. So we're looking at it and seeing Chris down. Davey Jones walking. The moral of the story, man. And when I came off it, it just pushed me sideways a little bit, and I just couldn't square up to it. Were you on? You tried the high side, you reached the high side, and you flipped so fast. I don't want high side. I was watching my boat and I couldn't even get to my boat.
Yeah. The water was pushy. We were like 50 yards ahead of you, and we're looking at John, and like John's boat's fucking empty. I turned around right in time to see you flip, and I'm like, all right, fuck this, we gotta slow down. The first one, and I was like, okay, it's that, and I saw it slowly come up. Spence said I went over fast. I felt like, no fucking way. Let's go. Oh. We did it. Booty beer. Booty beer. Booty beer.
We're really lucky for people like Powell who went ahead and said, fuck it, let's go ahead and do it and see what happens. So.
Last wild river in the Colorado River system, a couple months a year. It's a beautiful, special place for sure.
The high water, just seeing seeing a river that big and ferocious at those points.
Log coming downstream and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, reaching through and helping you not die, right? That has made it more fun. Oh, Gary's part of the learning curve because you gotta put that shit out there, right? Like, let's go.
an experience. It's a wilderness experience. And is the fact that it is a free-flowing river. It's not dammed.
Got it, man.
Trying to find my beverage.
Like what?
Here we go. You have to shut the fuck up. Oh, I go. This is so
Huge. This is the biggest water I've ever been on. I think
For the excitement, the adrenaline, you know, it's
holes, yeah, very, very big holes on this river. And
Can I tell you about last night? We did Slot Canyon, where it appeared as though there would be a landslide. And we kept going. I stopped. Everyone else kept going. Just like, no, thanks.
Geology happening.
Yeah, there were lots of rock falls.
It is the next level. Like, I don't think, had I not done the other things that I've done, I don't know how in the world I'd have faced up to Warm Springs. That was horrifying to see that much.
Probably the same thing everybody says is surviving Warm Springs.
Worked out the day before, just thinking about these rapids.
Definitely Maytag. I think two rafts ahead of us, maybe four. A girl had like blood on her face from hitting something.
Pretty much. Because they're like, if you don't make the entrance right, you have the potential of going through 3 or 4 big holes with the giant one waiting to you at the bottom.
It's an exciting river. Yeah, definitely lived up to its billing as a through.
Lateral at the top, I pulled through the lateral, I straightened through, and then things slowed down. I felt like I was going 2 miles an hour. And then I saw the exit rock, and there's a lateral coming off that. If you don't get it right, it surfs you right into the hole. And my passenger hit the front tubes like I asked him to, and I pushed forward, and
High water. We started off at, I think, 17 or 18. It's been fluctuating kind of up and down between the
That was fucking awesome. I was pushing the whole time.
Yeah. And I turn around and start to pull and up on the.
That was bigger than anything we ran on the middle course.
Really?
Oh, come on. Is that really how you did Jason's ass?
The danger, the intensity, all the work, all the effort, all the travel, the time off that people take. I think you have a really good way to form fast friendships that have substance, right? You're out there doing something, and there's a very easy way to have a common bond.
This group of people, you're going through stuff that's really scary, and sometimes, you know, you make it through clean.
Boy, I am in love with river trips and try to find as many opportunities as I can to share with, laugh with, drink bourbon at the confluence with.
It's a party you just want to be a part of, you know what I mean? Like if the party's down the river and you gotta go float some rapids and hang out with people, like you're always looking for a good group, right?
the geology overall, being a geologist, camping out, good laughs, joking, stories.
you've got to practice it, you've got to think, you've got to execute, you've got to get the people together and the equipment. And then you plan for the river, you plan for the weather, the food, and it's a whole long process, but it's fun pulling together a good trip with good people.
Che in ogni caso qualche cosa la si può pure provare.